Yo, what up, man? How's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
I am well. Hit me with the pitch. What's going on with this super cool Kamui Woods deck?
So it's if Shenanigans Kamui Woods. Whenever I saw Kamui at first, I was like, oh, he's cool. Oh wait, he has the air symbol. I'm gonna break him.
Sure. I dig that. I dig that. So what do you need my help with then?
So the main thing that I've been struggling with the like 3 times that I've played this deck is it's been very difficult to try to find the kill.
Yeah.
Just because usually the main thing is like I can string out and stuff, but usually how I've been playing the deck is kind of like a Cementos on all Earth. You
Sure.
just go into deadlock, bring them with you, and then boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You say go into deadlock, but I'm not seeing any big deadlock on your foundations, right? Where's your pull no punches? You're playing this this punch package.
Yeah.
Where's the pull no
See,
punches?
that's probably a good
Hey,
thing
easy
to
peasy. Okay, so I want to talk about my experience with Kamui Woods. You ready? I have made Earth Kamui. It's over on my Patreon. You can go find it as a Patreon member. It is very hard to kill people. It's super hard to kill people because the two cards that let you review really well of Candy Canyon and Titan Cliff don't synergize with the Laca Prison of how you kill people, right? This card being a essentially a 6 diff 5 low for 7 flash is good, and it has killed me, especially with that deadlock response. The deadlock is very powerful. It's very potent, but this card doesn't have breaker. This card doesn't have breaker, so you have to use this card in order to get the job done. Or your other attacks are going to have breaker on them. So as we take and we look what Earth attacks have breaker, the answer is Red Riot's Unbreakable. BMI Buster, an incredible piece that you can toss into your card pool. Red Guard, Hardened Chop has it, that's good. Naval Laser Beam. All of these are really good pieces to toss in for Lacquered Chain Prison if that's the card that's going to be the thing that like does the deed, right? And so maybe things like Titan Cliff that lets you review goes down to like a 1 of, because as a 6 diff you don't get to heal 3 gain 3, right? It was it's not a heal 3 gain 3. It is heal 1 gain 1 because he only gets to respond to the 1 instance of it working. I would say the same thing with Candy Cannon, but this card kills people. This card's crazy.
Yeah, I think in like I've played 4 games with him, and I've only won 1, and it was because I went like hard chop, jab, chop, Texas into Canyon.
Yeah.
And then the next game was basically the last thing was the same line into the Laca Prison.
Yeah. So here's my thought. I think Lacquer Chain Prison is very cool. I think we get rid of Smash and Chop. I think we just get rid of them. I think they're just gone. I think that these cards are actually slowing you down, and I would much rather have like a Naval Laser Beam, more Hardened Chops, and Red Guard. Like, let's just toss Red Guard into the deck. You know?
Yeah. The only reason why it was there originally was to do shenanigans with Arbiter and what's that other action? Mine's blanking. Seizing the advantage.
Yeah. Before we continue, what's this number look like?
Whatever we need to get it to.
Okay, I dig that. I like how open that is. Block zones are only low as Titan Cliff, and I think that'll be okay. We'll just make up for it later. So I'm not a huge fan of seizing right now. I think seizing is fine, but I'd much rather this be like pretty much anything else in our deck.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like it's fine. And I also am not a huge fan of Arbor. But it has breaker 1, so maybe we actually have to just play it so we can toss it in so that we can Laca Prison people.
I mean, if you want to, we can drop it down to like a low number, because with Kamui on his face, as long as you have it in your discard pile, you can just slam it into the card pool.
Yeah, I just like also like the +4 damage is like it can be useful, right? Like especially on like forcing them to block a chop. Like I go chop into Arbor into like our chain prison and then we're like run it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then like if you happen to like number 7 pro hero or something, it'll take care of itself. So here is my next thing. These ones, what has breaker? Pro rankings has breaker. Monstrous ferocity, not playing twisty surroundings is huge. We're gonna do that for sure. Resistance is huge. Man, you can block with this card from your stage is super neato. But I don't think we're gonna run that. Okay, so let's take a look at the foundations now, right? I think one of the big things about this guy and the reason you're not finding ways to kill people is because you're not playing foundations that are actively trying to kill people, right? You're playing things like press conference, which lets us string harder, but I don't think that that's an issue that we have. Any means necessary. Why is this card in your deck?
Because so it kind of synergizes with Pro Hero number 7, because if you discard it and then draw something, it counts as a cycle, and then you get to draw another one.
Oh, that's neat. I don't think that you need it though. I think just having this hand fix is going to be enough. I don't think that you need to go positive, because I think there's just like better things that we're leaving on the table, right? Like there's no brute strength in your deck, and that card's like important. This card, because we have I'm gonna gain health on face, using brute strength to minus a health +1 damage says that like these other moves like actually hit hard without using Arbor, right? Like I think brute strength has to be like a 4 of in our deck in order to like have the chance to actually kill them. And so like things like Apathetic get to leave. Let's look at our block zones. Apathetic gets to leave. Converting captured pieces is doing that +1 damage job, but it is putting all of your eggs in one basket as opposed to stringing out and putting them in multiple baskets, right? And this is also +2 damage on everything without committing a foundation, or this commits one. Yeah, I wanna get rid of this guy altogether. Not good. Experimenting on quirks. Talk to me about this guy.
So one of the main things I was like, after the first round that I was playtesting through this deck, I left it out, and I was just kind of like, man, I couldn't like get any attacks. They were just blocking everything, so I need speed. What's a good way to get speed? I'm flipping a bunch of my stuff anyway, so
let me change your idea here for another 1 diff Earth Foundation that gives a little speed. We should be playing Snack Time. This card says it gains stun in 1 speed, and it doesn't have a commit cost to do so. It also has got an incredible deadlock of, hey, I'm going to have 1,000,000 cards in my hand. I think ready? We could put this at the 1 of, because I do like the first enhance on this card. It's very funny in our character, right? I get up to having 40 health, and I can actually have 40 health with experimenting on quirks. And then Snack Time is like the 3 of that lets us continue. Enemies necessary. I'm gonna get this card out of your deck. This card's gone. I think the number one thing that you should. Oh, are you already playing Chivalrous? It's already at the 4 of. Love that. We could play Manly instead of that card and feel fine. We could play Hell, dude, I would rather play like something like Celebrity Status to draw a card, right? This card says that when you hit with one of your cool moves, you stack this on top, then use your number 7 Pro Hero to draw an attack card as opposed to draw 2 random cards. Drawing 1 attack is always going to be better than drawing 2 random. Because those 2 random are just going to be 2 foundations, right? Like they could be.
Yeah.
This number is so big. I'm just trying to cut it down. I think that we're going to cut... Where are you at? Number 23 Pro Hero down to a 2 of. It is a beautiful 6 check, but we're losing half of the card because we don't have the enhance on it. And enhance is the messed up part of this card, truthfully. Like, the enhance on this card is really messed up. Yeah. I bet muscular with this card is really is really good. Excuse me. Man, man, we just like have so many. I think we just have to cut high blocks. Like we need more mids and lows. Like this 25 is just too much. So I think it's just press conference. Press conference gets to leave. And then man, I really want to put resistance in this deck, but I just don't know where it goes. I'm thinking, I'm looking. Oh, I've made this bigger. It needs to go down by 1. This might be, maybe we just like, because we're at 58 cards, maybe we just increase the low block and the mid block. Maybe we just increase it. Maybe we just toss it in. Let's just toss it in. We can toss it in at the 2 of, and we'll do 1 more male bonding, just because, like, it's good. It's good to have foundations. Foundations are cool. 60 cards, 19 attacks. Good enough for government work? Good enough to at least go out and give it the old college try? Thoughts? Anything on here that you disagree with?
Not necessarily disagree with. The only thing is, like, once I start getting, like, understanding this deck a lot more, like, for that 19 is a little bit iffy to me on the attacks. Because
Sure.
I wanted it to be a little bit more like an aggro type stuff.
Okay.
Like, kind of like, I just take all of their stuff and then hit him on the knockback.
I mean, I can increase the attack count if we so wish. My issue with doing that is looking at our difficulties is this is not like a string deck, right? We actually have 0 4 diffs in. We've got 2 action cards. That's what this card is. It's a 3-check action card to like keep us alive. Every other attack on our deck is a 5 diff. And so like our goal with this character, right? This character in the way that he wants to be played is he is a more of a poke character and build up. Oh, I found the hand, I'm going to kill you now, as opposed to I'm just going to play a bunch of 4 diffs on 2 and do it. Like his character card just doesn't say I'm going to be hyper aggressive. It just doesn't say that. Like if we wanted to do like a hyper, like an aggressive deck, my suggestion, and this sucks, would just be to change the character. We're trying to fit like a square peg into a round hole.
Yeah.
Character-wise.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially with like our main review cards being 6 diff, 5 diff, right? In order to make our gimmick work. Otherwise, right? All this Kamui Woods does is just put a card in from a discard pile into our card pool. It doesn't count as progressive. There's cool things, and what I was doing with my deck was playing the yellow and blue punches. It was playing. Is it here? Is back. We'll go page down. Yeah, it was playing. Yeah, Hardened Barrage and Rapid Punches. And so like these two were the thing that I would like. I'd play a Rapid Punches in my card pool, and then I'd use Kamui and add another Rapid Punches in my card pool, and I got +2 speed on my stuff. And I can tell you, it wasn't that great. From the one match I played with it, it was fine at best. You know?
So
I think this guy just like wants to be played a little slower.
okay. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
At the same time, though, right? Like, it's super possible that we could just like make this a good enough. Why is Carrying Mentor on our deck?
I think that was just left over from something else. It was from like discarding shenanigans with 7th hero.
With from this, I'm down to leave it if you like it that much. I think it being like a 1 diff is probably gonna suit us better, because of how our deck works, we have to have foundations because they're all 5 diffs, you know. All right, I'm gonna cut this and I'm gonna put in energy section as a 3 of. We're gonna keep our numbers as it was. Yeah.
And even then, like energy section is another target for Kamui.
Correct. Yeah.
And we can just go.
Yeah, we should start had breaker, even if it was breaker 0, just so we could add it in and like get full value off of our Laca Prison. Final thoughts, man.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, I am excited to see more of this guy. I think that he is good. I think that he is playable. But he is a Spirit Bomb-esque deck where you just gotta build up, and then eventually make something happen. Here's the homework, right? I need you to play with all of these big, crazy 5 diffs and tell me which ones you like and you don't like. Okay? Because some of those are just gonna get cut. Is it Titan Cliff? Is it Laca Prison needs to be a 3 of? But only you doing playtesting is going to figure out like which ones you like in the deck and which ones you don't like, because we have to fill it with a couple more 4 diffs. Like, it just has to. Okie dokie.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Stay on the line long enough for me to shoot you the list, and you have a good rest of your night, okay?
You too.
All right, I'll see you, buddy.
See ya.